Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about one simple thing that will make you progress way more in CS2. But listen to the whole video and to the whole point so you can understand how to actually implement it so that you progress. The thing is setting goals, but I want to be more specific with it and I want to give you the way that I like to do it and how you should structure it. So the first thing is obviously you need to set a goal. And when you're setting a goal, I want you to think about why do you want to achieve that? Why is that your goal and how that's going to help you? Let's say if your goal is to get level 10 on Faceit, think about why do you want that? Do you want it so that you can find a better team? Do you want it so that you can, get to a better level on Faceit and then start playing more and trying to qualify to FPLC or whatever? Uh, what is the reason that you want it? Think about that. And your goal can be something team oriented. Let's say your goal can be make playoffs on ESEA Open with your team in the next season. Or it can be, I don't know, get to ESEA Intermediate next season of ESEA. It can be anything, but then find the reason behind it as well. And the other thing that you have to do specifically with that goal is to set a timeline or basically a date by which you want to have achieved that goal. And don't make it unreasonable, like don't make, let's say you're face level 6 now and you want to be level 10 in 1 month. Like it cannot happen. It could happen, but I doubt you're going to play 10 games per day or something like that. So be reasonable with the timeline and be reasonable with the size of the goal, because if you're face level 1 right now and you want to beat 10 KO by the end of the year, that's also not reasonable. You're most likely not going to achieve that. So be reasonable with what the goal is and be reasonable with the timeline so you can actually achieve it in that time. The other thing is making a plan for how you want to achieve the goal. What are you going to do to achieve that goal? Because many people know how to set goals, okay, face level 10 by the end of the year, whatever, but they don't actually think about how they're going to do that. They don't make a plan, they don't think about how they're going to practice to get there, they don't think about what they need to do to get there. So let's say that's your goal. Be level 10 by the end of the year, you're level 6 right now, let's say. Okay, you have 8 months for 4 levels. That means you have to basically in 4 months from now, so in August, you want to be level 8 at least, and then in December you want to be level 10. Okay. In order to do that, obviously you have to play Faceit. So that's going to be important for you. You have to set how many games of Faceit do you want to play per day or per week, whatever you like. And then you have to set also the practice that you're going to do, because if you just play the Faceit games, you're not going to be improving a lot and you're not going to be warmed up, whatever. So you want to set what practice you'll be doing and how you'll be warming up before the games. So let's say you want to set a routine where you're going to do every day 500 kills on aimbots and then 200 kills on deathmatch, and that's going to be your aim practice. And then every day you're going to watch one demo from either a Faceit player or a professional player. Okay, so I'm going to do that until you reach your goal. That's going to be your practice routine. And let's say you'll be playing 3 games of Faceit every day. And before the games you'll be getting like 500 kills on aim bots as well. So you can warm up your aim before the games. If you do that consistently for the 8 months of the year that are remaining, you'll most likely hit level 10 before the year ends. If you stick to your routines, if you stick to your practice routine, if you warm up before every game and you actually play 10 games every day, you are very likely to achieve that goal. And that's why you need a plan, because a lot of people say, I want to hit level 10 on Faceit, it's September, they're level 6, and you ask them, you wanted to hit level 10, why did you not hit level 10? I didn't want to play Faceit, I didn't play that much, I didn't want to practice, whatever. If you want to actually achieve that goal and be serious about it, you need a plan about how to achieve it. And if your goal is different, let's say you have a kind of a new team, let's say you're together for 3 months or whatever, and you want to be in the next ESA season and you're going to obviously start in ESC Open, and you want to at least make playoffs, and if possible qualify for the next season in intermediate. Okay, what you need to do then is a bit more complex because it includes 5 players, maybe a coach as well, but for the coach we don't really need to do anything. He's going to do his own thing because it's very different for him. So for the players, you need every player to have their practice routines for individual improvement, because the more the players individually improve in the team, the more the team will improve overall. So everyone needs to have his practice routines, everyone needs to be playing a certain amount of deathmatch, watching a certain amount of demos, whatever, finding their own mistakes in their own demos, finding new things from pro demos, and so on. And you want to also have a plan for how you do the team practice. So let's say you have to make a schedule. On Monday, you're going to do, let's say, 2 hours of theory, and then you're going to dry run your things, and then, I don't know, you're going to play 1 or 2 scrims. Then the next 2 days, you're going to play 4 scrims each day, and I don't know, after that you can demo review, and after that on the next day you can fix the mistakes, and then next week you start again. So you have to make a routine for the team, like a schedule for the team, that you always do every week. Of course, if somebody is not available, you cannot do it, but you do it as much as possible when you have the people available, and you have to stick to it, and everybody has to stick to their individual routines. And if you all stick to those routines and you're all improving, you're all practicing together, you're playing scrims, you're having theory, you're fixing your mistakes, and you're not just basically being zoned out while in theory or whatever. If you're actually focused all the time, playing on 100%, you'll most likely achieve your goal of reaching intermediate in next season. Because if you are a consistent team that everyone practices in, and you all as a team go in as 5 people and practice, and you really focus and you try to improve as much as possible, you are most likely going to outperform the other teams in ESA Open. And then you have to keep up the routines and even improve them and make them more difficult, more challenging, things that will improve you more in future. And also, you have to again keep track of how you're doing while you're doing the routines and the schedule. So if you don't like the results from the individual routines, then change that up. If you don't like the results after you are doing a certain schedule, then change the schedule. Try different things. If it's not working out, try to change something. Because if nothing changes, nothing changes. You have heard that before probably. If your practice routine doesn't change, you probably not change how much you're improving, because with most practice routines you will be improving, but with some practice routines you improve way more than with others. So you have to figure these things out for yourselves, because I cannot give you a routine that's going to work for everyone. Everyone needs to find his own thing and how he improves the most. So I hope this video helped you. I hope you learned something new, and if you did, you can leave a like and you can subscribe to my channel to not miss out on any upcoming content. Thank you for watching.